Good morning, guys. My name is Rudo, and this is a Trade for a Living podcast. So, Bitcoin back at 100K. What the hell? Are we going to dump back to 85K? I want to just briefly explore that and kind of set the tone for the trading direction that we need to consider. Now, just to do a brief, quick recap of what was said earlier this week, shared this buy zone with you guys on the basis that we would potentially go hit resistance, somewhere in this area at 93. And then if we were going to push back down to the 80s, 85, thereabout, that would be the most opportune area for me to start planning a short trade for that scenario. Now, we didn't quite get that, so we didn't go to 85K, which asks the big question, are we still going to go there? What is the probability around that? And with Bitcoin at 100K, what would be the best thing to do for my day-to-day trading, considering where the trend is taking me at this moment? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up shop for today. So no more of the old brush strokes. I see there's still a few. Let me just quickly grab them. Okay. And then what I will do as well, just to set up the turn, I'll leave the old buy zone there just for a little longer. And then we will redo the TA so to just have an unbiased look at what is happening at this moment. In order to do so, I'm just going to quickly smack this onto the 4-hour time frame. It's always wise just to have a little bit of perspective. And on the 4-hour, the big thing here is, guys, is that if you were to be honest with yourself still, Bitcoin's at 100K, it was at 90K the other day. It's a 10% push in price. So that's good. That's good. But are we really bullish just yet? So the worry that I have is we have not made a higher high just yet. Okay. And if I bring in my best friend, the RSI, what do I not want to see? I don't want to see hidden bearish divergence. Now, we don't have that. Okay. So this is really good. The fact that we don't have the higher high, I won't worry about just yet too much, because we don't have hidden bearish divergence, kind of cementing the argument for another wave down. Okay, so to answer the question, will we see 85K? For me, this is now becoming improbable. The probability on this is becoming very low. Now, if we, for some reason, have a spike in price, we go and we close there, but the RSI doesn't move. It means that the volume didn't support the buying. Then it can be considered as a fake out. And only in condition, if that happens, will I consider us going down to 95 first step and then 85 second step. So for now, I'm still extremely bullish, and I'm not thinking that that is a probability. Okay. Now, if I bring back the candles, the important thing to note, though, is currently where we are in price with Bitcoin is we're in a gap. Now, when you have these gaps, imbalance, this is normally when the market decides, am I still going to be bullish, or is the bearish move going to continue? So where we are at the moment, expect a lot of chop with your trading. So it means, like for me yesterday, I got chopped up. I actually didn't really have a profitable day trading. This morning's long on ETH played out nicely. For me, as a TP1, it's not really anything to rave about, but at this stage, I'm still struggling to get in on a really good move, because when the market took off, I was sitting on my hands. I didn't have a position to ride this out. So, and that's why trading is so hard, guys. And I do this live with you so you can see that it's not all winnings every day. Sometimes you get left behind. It's just a sucky thing when it happens. Okay. So, in short, because we're in this choppy environment, expect more of that. So it's going to be tough. So as a rule is, wherever you would take your stop, and you would try and move an invalidation as tight as possible to get max leverage, do the opposite. Double the size, half the leverage. Give your trades a little bit more breathing room. Try and work against that greed monkey that we have on our shoulders, because this is the kind of environment where Bitcoin now is that will that will punish those kind of traders. Okay, so that's it. Now, imbalance zones. What do I mean by an imbalance zone? Just to quickly give you guys a good understanding of that, let's go to the last time we had a massive sell-off, and you will see that the market does exactly the same. There's a massive sell-off. Okay, so Bitcoin goes, sells off. Oh, what does it do? It goes and revisits the imbalance. Okay, that's what we're looking for. And in this instance, also, we did have, let me just quickly mark it out. hidden bearish divergence. And this means that we'll probably go and make a lower low still. So the bearish momentum was still in play. Currently, what we have is the opposite. We've got price in the imbalance, but the RSI is below the price just as the price. So the RSI is there. Simple. You don't have any divergence, anything to worry about. Okay. So I'll treat the imbalance as an area where there will be rejection, just like it did here. But I doubt that it's going to go make a lower low. So you can use this as almost as an edge. Say to yourself, okay, I know that there will be some selling at some stage during the day. Okay. But I expect price to hold. Now, where can it go? Let's go to a 15-minute time frame to see where is a really good support area to try and look to get in on these moves. Okay. So simply put, when we're looking at this, when did the divergence start? When did Bitcoin lose its momentum? You clearly see first pivot sitting over there. Okay, so that first pivot price point will be right over there. So consider the following. Okay, let's mark it out. That one there. I'm going to hit it on the top of the wick, and I'll take it all the way to the bottom of the wick. Why? Because there is where support will be sitting. Okay, so I would consider this area as a buy zone for continuation. Scale this up a few time frames up a little bit higher. You can clearly see that that's where divergence is. So the market is going to try and fight to stay or maintain 100K. So your bet is to trade with the harmony of the current market environment. So you want to buy the dip within that area. Now, if we lose this and we start falling back into this range, only then I would start maybe worrying. But the bigger picture for me still, and I'm going to just switch back to the 4-hour time frame, between any of these areas of support, you can see there's no divergence. So as the rule always goes, 50% of the candle that makes the higher high, that will also be a buy. So if your bullish theory fails at 99, you'll still have 98 where there will be new momentum carrying in. So the idea is we want to try and fill this imbalance. Like it did here, it's going to want to try and fill that imbalance and then still continue on higher still. Okay, so in short, you know what you want to do. The 4-hour, if you're trading within this range, it's going to be choppy as hell. If you scale this into a 15-minute time frame, you're looking to buy the dip. And if that fails, you still have one more level below that to buy the dip with the pursuit that you want to see a higher high on the 4-hour and higher time frames. Okay, higher high. And at this stage, because there's no divergence, there's absolutely nothing telling me that this is not going to happen. That's it. Okay, so let's see where you're at. Good morning, Impatient Monk, Lizel, Chris, Stanku. So that's basically the idea for me for BTC. Now, Ethereum, same thing. This is the long that I'm taking this morning with everybody. And I'm still waiting for this sell zone to try and get in on a short for ETH. Hopefully, the market isn't going to run away from me. The contrarian view, if you want to trade against the majority of the people, you oftentimes need to do the opposite. But at some stage, everybody gets to be right. So in that pursuit, you also get to lose out a little bit. Now, if you want to trade with me, and you want to use any of my trading tools like the buddy indicator, let's go to BTC. Let's have a look at the buddy indicator real quick. What did it give you? So it gives you trade buys and sell signals. Okay. So let's switch it on. Let's go and tell it to give us all the buys and setups from yesterday. So there you go. Buddy indicator gave you a long that didn't get filled. It gave you a short that did get stopped out. Okay. Then it gave you another short on the SO1. Let me just show you what I mean by that. I'm going to just filter them out for you. Okay. Gave you this one that gets stopped out, and it gave you that one that went to TP1 already, and it's probably going to go and hit TP2 as the buy. So it does those kind of thinking for you. And if you want to trade the continuation, you're looking for more moves. Okay. That one sadly failed. But in short, the buddy would have got you in on some proper good moves during the run. Okay, TP1, TP2, TP3. This one entered and failed. This one entered TP1, then and so forth. Okay, and it also gives you the indication of where the trend direction is. Okay, and that's just for the continuation. And then as soon as you start hitting range bound environments, your SO1s and SO2 and SO3s become really profitable, in the sense that it gives you those entries, gives you those, well, that one probably missed, okay? That one failed, that one missed, sadly. And at the moment, it is giving you the long, trying to trade onto TP1, TP2, and TP1, TP2, TP3. Okay, so it does all the thinking, and it works on all the various coins. So if you're an XRP enthusiast, you want to be trading XRP, you can use this, and it will calculate all the signals for you on XRP. They gave you the long TP1, 2, and 3. They gave you another long that went to TP1, and so forth. So you can use this indicator, and all you need to do is support the content, open your Prime account, come trade with me. Once you've done that, go to the navigation channel. Links to all this is in the video description, and you can go to Prime XBT Indicator Access. There's another step-by-step guide how to get that. Once you've done that, you claim it, and then I'll hook you up with Buddy Indicator. You don't need to have a paid TradingView account or anything like that. You just need to have a TradingView account, and you'll be able to use the Buddy Indicator. Okay, simple as that. Let's see. Would Rune be a good entry now, or wait for better confirmation uptrend? So, Chris, that would be a HODL question, and that's going to be in this afternoon stream. So this afternoon, I will look at Rune. I'm interested to look at TON. So we're going to be looking at all these kind of coins and see whether the bottom signals are in there. Liesel says, looks like ETH is getting back into this morning's buy zone. Yes, but remember now, because we are already in that trade, I'm not buying this again. I would want to wait and see what this market does. Okay, so there was my TP. I'm not buying this again. The remaining position can still run a little bit. So there you have that. Okay, let's see. Can you tell something about the profitability of the Buddy Indicator? Yes. So the Buddy Indicator works on a 65% average win ratio. So very simple. If you look at if you go through 100 trades, 65 of them will be profitable. Okay. The reason being is what you shouldn't be doing is you shouldn't be selective on the trades, because the averages only kicks in and only is profitable once you take all the setups. Simple as that. How do I get that number? It's not something I calculated. I use the strategy tester within TradingView. So my version of this is it comes with a strategy. So I build it, play it out to see how the wins and losses works, and I fine tune the entries based on that, so that statistically this thing tells me whether it's profitable or not. Okay, simple as that. Want to know more? I shared that information with everybody in the Discord. Okay, let's see what else we have. Can you check Say? Yes, I will check Say this afternoon, so we'll make that part of the afternoon contact. We'll look at Rune, we'll look at Say, and a few other coins this afternoon for the HODL report. And I saw a request for XRP somewhere as well. XRP is still flying strong. What should we be doing there? So I'll do that as well. As for BTC dominance, look, it's also more of a HODL analysis than anything else. But what we can do is we can just quickly have a look at the dominance, because, I was speaking to everybody this morning in the Market Tactics stream. I was actually looking at ETH. Frustrating, because I want to be bullish on this. Okay, I want to be bullish on ETH for the following reason. Okay, this weekly time frame on ETH to BTC pairing, it has to turn at some stage. Okay, and alt season will only really kick in once this and everything on this turns. So you want to see this turn bullish, and then you want to see the dominance turn bearish, which it's not done just yet. It's had a break of trend, okay, but there's still that potential that this can still go higher before it goes lower. And it's all based on the fact that the Dixie, let's quickly load the Dixie, is extremely stubborn at the moment. Why is this thing not on the Dixie? Let me just move that. Where's my Dixie chart? Close this, close the sentiment Dixie. There we go. Okay, and weekly time frame. All is on base that this is in the imbalance, but it needs to decide whether it wants to be bullish or bearish. And at the moment, when you bring in the RSI, there's nothing really telling me there that it wants to sell off yet. So this could still be choppy for a while, which means for the while, things can still be scary. So that's why I've been dragging my feet in some instances of saying I'm in on leverage positions with these coins. Okay, so I'll touch on that and a lot more in this afternoon stream. So make sure to be there. Okay, and that's everything that I can. So I hope that I answered the question as quick as I can, considering that I don't want these streams to go longer than 15 minutes. And if you want more, there's a lot more info. All you need to do is just go onto the Discord. You can open a ticket there, and then it's a one-on-one chat with me. It's simple as that. That's the only way. That's the only place where I chat, is if there's a ticket or one-on-one, because otherwise people are going to impersonate me, and even Me6 app, they impersonate that. They'll get you and cheat you into things. So please be careful. Down till the beginning of Feb, then app. I almost don't want to say that, because that's the expectation. Look, everybody was just a week ago, beginning of the week, down to 80. The comments started people saying it's going to go 80 because they said 80, and 80 was a really training thing. And look at where Bitcoin is. It's at 100. So everybody wanted 80, and it went to 100. So the market will do what you don't want it to do, what the majority need is in the market. So everybody wanted more discount, and what did it do? The opposite. Okay, so I'm thinking that that's going to be the same again. It's too easy to say that it's a dip and I want to buy the dip at the moment. So it's not going to dip. Just like when we reach the top, everybody's going to say it's a dip, and then it's going to just keep on dipping. So that's my feeling on that. So I am pro this. Okay. No more down. I'm pro up. Okay. More on this in this afternoon stream. You guys have a lovely day. Thanks for joining in. Remember, support the content. Come trade with me on Prime. That's where I trade. And in doing so, you get to join not just the Discord, get the indicator, but you also can trade live with me in there. So there's guys waiting. I'm going to go back now. There you have it. Have a lovely day, guys. Cheers. I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.